copy a link. My god, I hear my voice in the background. My fucking god. Sorry for the language. There we go. That should be up and ready to go. There, let me get my phone charger just in case. Hey everyone. Anyway, we got it. So, welcome on everyone to WAOF1 here for this evening on this one. My name is R17 Delano, or I Delano, whatever you call it. So yes, we're doing a Las Vegas track, which is the last of the sprint format here for this season. So Vegas, 17 turns around a 6.2 kilometer long track, 3.8 mile long track. So this is going to be very high speed track in fairness. So all around here for this evening for the drivers to deal with. So waiting to see there's space for me. Oh, I mean, I see two drivers yet to be in yet, and fight. Robin with the follow there. Thank you very much. So, if I correct me if I'm wrong, 11 to the left and 6 to the right, if I'm not mistaken. So, around the Las Vegas strip here. So, Dylan, if I take you through on this one, why we have 13 laps here, like as a feature? Well, it's actually WAOF1 sprint format version. Here, let me explain it to you here. So, we're doing a short quali, and we're doing a sprint which was 25%, which is based off 13 laps. They still have to do a pit stop there, and whoever pretty much points from P1, which is 10, down to 10th place, which is 1. Whoever is in the top 10, let's say, who finished first from the sprint, will start from P10 for the feature. Then P2 starts from P9 for the feature, and so forth. First to who finished P10 in the sprint starts pole, which is pretty much F2 in the sound of things. So that's pretty much a ways things goes there, folks. So anyhow, I think we're waiting for a driver here, there, if I'm not mistaken, for this one. Find a pass. Well, Hilly, there's a chance there. Well, too late, Hilly. I mean, find a pass. The driver is coming into the session. So, anyhow, how's your first day going on, folks? I need to get through the Drivers' Championship for this one. Gupta's lead is up to 25 points after he after a race win and driver of the day point as well, which could be crucial coming into the last few rounds of the season. Carsey, who wasn't partake last time out, who's 25 points away, pretty much a race within the race win scenario. So in the constructors side of things, Alpine is leading away with 518, with McLaren only 18 points behind the Alpine team there. So far as things stand, the Alpine is in the driving seat for the constructor side of things. The battle for P3 is down to 3 teams at the moment, which consists of Team Haas, who have a driver merry-go-round, leading the P3 battle with 383, with Ferrari's 377, and the RB is on 361 here. So, as mentioned, Gupta got a race win last time, which is a crucial race win, in fact. So Vegas is a lot trickier track in terms of the high speed ranges, especially down to the Las Vegas Strip there, down to far as Cosmopolitan, which is turn 14 there. So without further ado, we'll take you down to Las Vegas here, folks. And also Vegas consists of the most, I think, the most combat sports, if in all around, in fairness, with boxing, MMA, and also WWE is held WrestleMania for a second year in a row. How are we, Bucko? How are we for this evening? And if you join on Twitch, welcome on in. No, TikTok, I mean. TikTok. We're on Twitch. So if you want to jump along for the fun, head on over to Twitch. Why not? Head on the fun here. And right, no, sorry, my talk is my talking is all over the place. My goodness me! Good luck tonight, Delano and Thursday Grid watching on TikTok. Just give it a shout out there, Ryan, in fairness. Oh, Marshall, thank you very much for subscribing. Jagers with Prime. My goodness me, thank you very much. And was good until my neighbour decided to be out. No. Yikes. Not ideal situation. Evening, Marshall. How are we, mate? Hope you spectacular Thursday. There. So, as Toby start things off there, in case you're wondering why Toby is doing the qualifying session, he's going to serve the qualifying ban for next race, because this is the sprint format there, and the top 10 going to get reversed there, in that kind of sense, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why Toby is out on track. And the next race after this is Abu Dhabi. So, and we got a couple of reserves here for this evening. Albon making a return for this evening. Walbon, I think he did race on Thursdays this season, so he's making a return there as well. Plalos looking for one bear this time round. Looking for his first race win within 3 within a month here since joining the league here, and Dorlan making a full-time appearance this evening in the RB. Welcome on in, Dorlan. As Toby start things off, going through as he invalidates run. And the thing that is Carsey will start things off here as he going through turn number 1 through there before it's a double left-handers before a double right-handers. We go going through Hopeful Lane. We go down to Caesar Form. There, down shift to third gear on entry. We go before it hit the wall on the exit here. Evelyn find the pass RE. And he going through the spear there. I think it's called the MSG spear as I was doing the research there. As he going through San Avenue before going to the Las Vegas Boulevard, which is kind of like called it, as he going down to Las Vegas Strip there, as he passing through the Caesar Palace, about to going open up the DRS there. Find the pass a new controller, so going to be wobbly. Oh, the new controller experience for Find the Pass. Hopefully it goes well for him as he's going through Cosmopolitan through the Harmon Avenue there as he completes his lap to start things off for Carsey. A 130.0 to set the benchmark. And my goodness me, what a benchmark to start things off. Fatty done a 131.8 there for the South African. I think Toby is out on track there. Let's see, as we go to Sunday's championship leader there, as let me read it there. As Dorlan going through the final turn, cross the line, set a 1.05 movement done 1.5 as Palalos done 131.192, not 198 in fact, as he's Raza up to P2 there. Hayes is doing her hard runs there. Plimbo there on the lap there as Gupta P6 at the moment there for the championship leader. Not ideal situation whatsoever for the championship leader. For himself. So let's see Bocco on a lap there as Halford about to start his lap. Let's go with Bocco for this run as they're going through last turn there, as they're going across the line to set a 131.9. That's a decent enough lap for Bocco there as he completed his run there. So let's see what Toby back out on track. Find the Pass is currently out on track, and Halford. Let's see what Find the Pass can do. Going through last couple of turns there. As he going through there across the line, P7 for Find the Pass there. Toby is back out on track again. Halford is going through Sands Avenue. We go, so let's see 56.2 through the middle sector. As we're going through the Las Vegas Strip. I think at the moment Fimbo is P4 at the moment. Raza is as JSS got a 5-place grid pen for again for blocking Toby apparently. Huh. I think JSS was entering the pit lane, so does Toby as well. So is that for restart unless we have footage to prove it? At the moment it's like it stays as it is unless check the first stage yet, if I'm not mistaken. So we got Carsey back out on track there, folks, as Robin currently on the hot, or is he going back into the pits? No, he's going back into the pits. Kev is going to stay where he at for P15 for the McLaren driver here at this very moment. There, so find a fast think that's all. You could make a. So find the pass currently P7 at the moment there. So we go back up to Carsey here. So oh my goodness me, won't let me go back up. So find the pass back and you could find 210s. You could. There's a potentially 210s in. Yeah, mate. In fairness. So as Carsey, scrape the hole, try to make most of it as they're going through the MSG Spear through here. Third gear going into it as he's going through Sands Avenue as he approaching the traffic. He goes. This is a Mercedes. It's not Plalos in the Mercedes. No, it's not. That is JSS, who's at Sands Avenue. He's a 10th up through the middle sector. So, at this very moment, we're looking at into the 29s for Carsey. There. As he's going through a Cosmopolitan, he's going to approach the traffic there. As third gear on entry. Nicely does it. Pretty much tidy through the Cosmopolitan. As he's going through the Harmon Avenue, across the line. And he's gone a tenth quicker than his previous. 129.9. Wapa Plalos is currently on the hot laps. Raza is behind him. Is Dorlan further on? No, he's currently in traffic here. So we go with Plalos. He's near 10th and a half up through the first sector. He's got pole position last time out for Plalos. I think he's got a lot quicker than his previous at this very moment. As he's going through the Las Vegas Strip, past Caesar Palace, as far as 351 kph, and it go all the way down to 102 kph. They're under braking as he's going through Harmon's Avenue, cross the line for Plalos. He's good enough for P2 at the moment. There, Raza. P3 at the moment. The 10th separate from Plalos and Raza. Oh, that's Plalos entered the wall there. And Storland is currently on a hot lap. 3 tenths up through the middle sector. Toby gone up to P5 there. As Storland going across the line for himself. He's P6 at the moment there from the Sundays Championship leader there. So, in case you're wondering, we have 3 days. You got Tuesday's division runs commentated by Hilly. So we'll give you a love there, Hilly, and JSS going up to P12 there with 131.4. There, Buckle currently on a lap there. Hayes is backed out on this one. Jeffy Note is further on field through the spear there. The only one who haven't set a lap time yet is Albo at this very moment. So is Hayes thinking of going for it? As soon as you see on that one, Gupta is 3/10 up through the middle sector from the championship leader as he entering Las Vegas strip area. As he getting a slipstream, I think that is a kick Sauber of Toby as he going through the Cosmopolitan. Is it accidental? I know slipstreaming is not allowed, but is it accidental for Toby to give him the slipstream? As Gupta going across the line, he's P4 for the Alpine driver who's currently championship leader going to this one. So as JSS invalidate his run, Hayes back into the pits there. Kev is currently went deep on that one. Jeffy not currently on a lap here. So how long we have left there? Come on. There. So under 5 minutes to go there for qualifying for session for the sprint here, as Jeffy going half a second clear from his previous as he going through the MSG spear before going to Sands Avenue. So at the moment half a second is a difference, just under, well, pretty much just under half a second there between Plalos and Carsey for qualifying. So most interesting part is the race here, because like the top 10 is pretty much F2 style where Carsey isn't a human, I'm sure of it. He pretty much F1 esports, mate. He's pretty much F1 esports. There, he should be fighting with Mr. Yarno Upmere. There. Speaking of Upmere, what a move around the outside on 3 cars there during F1 esports there last week. There. It's kind of like a move of a century of that. It's only Yarno Upmere who can fully do it. I'm sure of it. Meanwhile, Albo making his first time out for qualifying, and I got no more lap time in my lap at all. So you're currently P12. If you get in around the 31.0 or 31, well, 0.1 for you, they, as you said, they're two tenths to be fair, so it's doable. As I think Toby currently on a hot lap there as he's going through turn 1, 2, 3 and 4 apparently. We go, so as he's going through Copel Lane, there is moving further on, he's 10th down. Let's keep with Toby for this one. I think the rest of the leaders is going back out on track there. Is Halford further on for? Yes, he is. Let's go with Halford for this one. Reigning champion of Thursday. There. Well, I have coffee. I'm going to have cold coffee. Anyway. As he going through Cosmopolitan. Fergie on entry now. Going to the Harmon's Avenue for the main straight. This is actually a back straight actually. Across the line onto the main straight. He's P7 for him. Toby 2 times quicker in the middle sector. I think Bucko given the slipstream there, to be fair, because of them two are teammates. As he going through Harmon's Avenue to cross the line in. What time are you going to be for Toby? It is P4 for Toby. Good stuff indeed. Raza just started his lap there. Tulu started his lap. As Blimbo further on there. Watson started his run. Hey, 7/10 quicker from her previous. Going to stick with her for the time being, as Albo is closely followed by. As she going through the Las Vegas Strip. There, far as 353 there, just seen there. As she going through Cosmopolitan, through the Harmon's Avenue. Left with plenty of battery on board, going into as Tulu. Must have gone for a spin, and he's got DSQ'd there. That's not ideal for the Aston Martin there. He's got disqualified. Gupta is invalidate his run. So we got Raza, Plalos currently on their laps there. Plalos is 10th down through the middle sector. Raza further on ahead in the Racing Bull. He's not completing his run there, as is Dorland currently on a lap there. Yes, he is currently on a lap there. But what about Carsey? Carsey is pretty much a man to beat at the moment there. Raza retires in the pits there, as he going through the Las Vegas Strip there. Open up the DRS. Third gear on entry. The rest of the top three out of the top 4 have retired in the pits there. Let's see what Carsey can do. Can he improve there? The man is pretty much F1 esports, ladies and gentlemen. As Dorland not improve his run there. Fatty going back into the pit, so does. And what about Albert? The only one who haven't set a lap there. As they're going through Harmon's Avenue, cross the line for Albo P5. Good stuff indeed for Albo. And there you have it for your qualifying here, folks. Carsey, pretty much talk of the time. He's pretty much pole position by a comfortable margin here. The man said he's want to get 2 beers in him, and he still get pole position. So, and Gupta, not ideal situation. I think we're going to have a 3-minute break, if I'm not mistaken, or 5. They're in between. And of course, we got a black screen of death as per. Sort your game there, EA. Sort out your game. So we got Carsey got pole position from Plalos in P2 there. Hopefully you get back up there for the sprint race here. Let me see in the chat. Race start in 8:28 there. So start for the sprint race there, folks. Let me get the race director up for you. So we got, oh, my mistaken. Pretty much exposed the tires, which I don't want to know. Whoopsie. So So everyone in Twitch and YouTube, we got Hilly's poll for WAOF1 here. So yesterday question was interesting because of April Fools there. So I pretty much want to know, what is your superstitions for pretty much in, what you pretty much superstitious, like walking under the ladder, you putting shoes onto the table there. You get conversation going here. What is your superstitious of? And Find the Power says this controller have no stick strip. It's so strange. I've been used to having it. It's going to take some time to pretty much it's the right way to go, but in fairness, that's just pretty much the start. Like, if you got no stick strip, happy days, that's very much a stick. Oh wait, did I see comments in TikTok? Ryan says some close gaps across the field, and Carson should have a beer before quali more often. Just seeing on the TikTok chat there, and yeah, Carson should have more beers in him. That's pretty much it. So we got a formation lap here. Let's see the tires here for the sprint here. Is it 25% here, which is consists of 13 laps. They still have to do a pit stop here, and the top 10 will be reversed after this one. Well, and top 10 will score points. There you go. Simple as you like it. So, Plalos out of the top 10. Only one starting from the soft tires. Can he get going to try get into the lead of ahead of Carsey going to turn 1 there. Far outside the top 10. Plimbo going softs there. Bucko going for hards. Watson and Fatty both on softs there. Final pass on mediums. Robin on softs. JSS on the mediums. Kev is on the soft. Sheffy on the mediums. And Tulu on the soft. There. So that's the way you go about it for the outside of the top 10. The only person against the grain in the top 10 is Plalos. There. Bucko is final pass is aiming for the top 10. No, 10th there, because you know what that means. If you finish in 10th, you get pole for a feature race. Absolutely spectacular stuff indeed. As they're making way through Harmon's Avenue to start the sprint. And Carsey ready to go. It's literally ready to go to start this race. Plalos is follow suit there as we wait up for Tulu as he and Jeffy. Them two men came together on the formation lap, so that's not ideal. And find the pass of J is misplaced. They're good, and so does Kev. Here we go for the sprint. First light, second light, third light, fourth light, and the fifth light. And the light side away we go. Is a decent getaway from Plalos and the rest of the top. As Tulu has entered the pits there already. As everyone going through turn 1 and 2. As there you go, Raza sneaking on the inside of Toby, or try to fend off Toby there as he's going to try run the outside of Plalos. And that was contact. I think that was Raza. And they, that's Gupta. I think his rear locket has come together, and Plimbo is losing all sorts of position here as everyone going through there thick and fast there. Let me get the interpoles already there. Marshall is immediate pits, first time ever seen. That's the first time I've seen that too. Halper is going right the inside, going through Sands Avenue, and he's going to try get the position of Plimbo, as Plimbo held firm on this one. As we're going back to the top here, everyone in single file as Plalos are going to try go for it up the inside at the Cosmopolitan as he takes the lead off the race as at the end of lap 1 there, as Plalos takes the lead, and Carsey going to try follow suit. Russell is going have a go there as Moomin gone for a spin there at Cosmopolitan. He's going to enter the pits there. Halfer is also entering the pits there as Raza is going to try sneaking around the outside of Carsey. Carsey seems to be holding on the inside as both of them got DRS. They're going down to turn 5 actually, as going side by side there, as this is spectacular racing from the get-go as Rass is up to P2 already, and he tried held firm on this one there. Albo is keep holding firm for P5 there, as the rest of the drivers in single file. Gupta, no ideal start for him there. Find the pass up 6 positions already for the Red Bull driver. The man is looking for 10th because the pole position is in 10th there. Well, you may have to let Watson go by if you go for it. That one there. Anyway, here goes Raza going up the inside, going into Cosmopolitan. He takes the lead of the race there as Plalos pretty much happy to let Raza go by on this one. As we're going through Harmon's Avenue there, as I think Kev is moving up position there. He's up to P15 of the race as he overtook Kev. 2 is meanwhile currently P17 of the race. Watson and Plimbo have entered the pits. There we go. As both of them entered the pits from the soft tyres. Watson on the hard, so does Plimbo. So let's see what can do on that strategy. Tulu going for an immediate pit stop. Could be onto something here. Like, is that even a... maybe genius in a way, but it's still got the pit lane entry. If you think about it, it's like cut the pit lane entry, because the pit lane entry is at Harmon's Avenue, if I'm not mistaken. There. So that's pretty much it. Albo is losing ground on the rest of the top 3, as here goes Toby going for P4 on track there. Yes, he got through eventually, as I think Hayes is looking to try to get past him, but again I think Hayes is holding firm on that one. The top 3 is pretty much, I think JSS and Wobbin. JSS got through of Wobbin for P11 there. I think you're missing the top 3 battling for a race lead here. For his sprint race lead here, as Plalo's gone squirrely. It's the soft tyres start to go off from him, as Fatty's entered the pits there, and so does Kevin Wobbin. From P12 down to P14 there, as Plalos is closing the gap there from of Raza. So we see hards tyres for Fatty, Kev, and mediums for Robin there. I think there's 10-second time penalty for Fatty there, if I'm not mistaken. I could have a look there. Yes, 10 seconds. It didn't give me notification, unfortunately. So, as there's a battle for pretty much as a battle for P13 as Watson leading away of them driving the cars as Plalos and Carsey going to be free abreast on the Las Vegas Strip. I think Raza is up defeat on that one as Plalos regains the lead of the race there as Hayes is further on down looking to get the position of Albo. She got it. She's up to P5 up the race there, and that's your race leader. Plalos is going to enter the pits here. So let's see what tires he's going on. Raza is also entered the pits. So that Haslett 3 is awesome. I do agree with America. To be fair, he's more suiting because we're in America. Raza on hards. He's got ahead of Plalos here. He's on mediums there. So the mediums can do it till the race ends. Gupta is back out on hards there. So as I think Tulu is now leading the way. Tulu is in between Raza and Plalos there. So Tulu did pit from the very race start. Not sure it's like as Gupta got 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. It's not ideal situation for his sprint there for Gupta as Plalos going up, dry up the inside. He's got the job done for P9 and he's pretty much net P2 of the race here when Carsey's going into the pits there. As meanwhile the battle for P2 is getting heated up as both of them, Toby and Hayes, going into the pits at the same time to cover off each other. As I think that's Alba and Dorland is going battle out for P2 here. Let's see what them two going to do as JSS has entered the pits. Softs for Toby. Interesting. As Gupta is going to try get out ahead of Toby, but he can't. Toby is now ahead of Gupta here. So he pretty much had to get clear of the Aston Martin here. As Toby is trying to get close to that Aston Martin, as not quite, he's too far back on this occasion. This is not an ideal situation for cars behind Tulu at all, because like Tulu pretty much a cork of the ball in this situation. As I think that is a foul as Dorland got by Albo, as Plalos got by Raza, as them two going battle out. Could be free abreast for as Bocco is in this battle there, to be fair to him, as could be free abreast into here going into Cosmopolitan as Plalos still holding firm on this one. Oh, that's Tulu gone squirrely at Cosmopolitan as Hayes is going, as I seen Tulu got a missing left end plate missing there, so that's a situation that Tulu is in. I think team orders came into play for the Kick Sauber team there, as Toby got ahead of Bocco. Now Bocco is in the corner of the ball here, try getting more points for the Kick Sauber team as possibly could for the Kick Sauber crew, as Gupta going to try around the outside, going into the Spirit, and he's got the job done on this one. Good move from Gupta there, as that's a pretty much a very good move in fairness. round the outside. It's like no problem whatsoever. Spectacular stuff indeed. Now, battle for P2, in fact, it's intriguing battle between Dorlin and Albo involving there. So, Dorlin at the moment, and Albo is changing DRS, and there's yellows. Don't know who's going off there. Maybe further on back there, if I'm not mistaken. As Kev got by JSS. Oh, Kev is, speaking of Kev, massive overspeed. Got the job done on that one. Got the move done as Bocco enters the pits. Hayes got by Bocco before Bocco enters the pits there. So we've seen Raza Plalos gap to leader is 20 seconds. Pit lane lost time is 20 seconds. So we're looking at Carsey. Carsey would be dropping behind. Could be dropping behind between Hayes and Gupta. There, so could be realistically net P4, maybe. Well, depends on Toby's tires. He's going way early for the softs there. So let's see how he managed the soft tires there. As Hayes is closing on in on Gupta. Gupta got 3-second time penalty for corner car, if I'm not mistaken, as Plalos regains the net lead of the race here, with Wasa at the follow suit there. That's Dorley entered the pits. He's going to try the undercut attempt on Albo, but where he's going to be putting himself back out on track here. As speaking of that, Toby is going to try around the outside of Raza, as Raza holding firm on this scenario, as Raza is, where is Doran back out? P9, fastest soft tire, fastest tires available there, as JSS, Bocco and Kev, we're going battling out for P16, 17 there, as Plimbo and Watson going side by side, going into the spear there, as Plimbo going to try hold it around the outside there, as still holding on. Good battling from both them two, as Fatty is lurking in the behind into Sands Avenue, as Plimbo, he got ahead of Watson there, as Watson going to try to battle out, going to the Las Vegas Strip, but Fatty let go of the brake, no, throttle there, as Carsey finally entered the pits. He's onto the soft compound tyres, as Dorlan got by of Tulu there for P8. Where they're going to be placed themselves back out on track there, as Plalos leads the way. No, Albo leads the way on track here, as Carsey got ahead of Toby. Well. Now he's fighting for the race win for the sprint here, folks. So, kind of like it. Interesting last few laps remaining. 4 laps to go. And Albo, who haven't pitted yet. Not this far. So, Carsey is now in the first car of this train of cars. Let's see about that. So, going to this sprint format, the last two won by Gupta and Carsey. Is it going to be a new race winner? No, sprint race winner for this one, or is it going to be Carsey going to get his second sprint race win of the season here? As here go Raza. Has the fall of it? Not quite at the moment there. Gupta got by Hayes for P6 at the moment. And find the pass. Got by Tulu for P9. Tulu's tyres going off there at the moment there. As meanwhile, Raza, Carsey going to try 2 places in once. Can he get both of them? Yes. Or has he? Both of them going side by side into turn 3. Yes, he does. He takes P2 on track here. Eventually in the race leader here. So what a move from Carsey. What a move. That's how you play the big bucks there. And he takes your net race leader here, as he's now starting to catch up to Albo here, who's haven't stopped yet. This yellow sector 2. Who's gone off there? We're not sure who's gone off there at the moment. So as to the not quite whatsoever going through this exiting Sands Avenue onto the main. No. So as Plalos takes the lead of the net race lead on track here, as Albo stays out for another lap here. Don't think Albo doesn't realise he needs to stop. I do agree, he doesn't even realise that. The game, he had to pit this lap there. I should give it a notification like pit this lap, as giving me an awful camera angle there. Carsey regains the lead of the race from Plalos in P2. No, net P2 there. Raza is still holding on for net P3. It could be either one of them 3 here for a sprint race win at the moment. The battle for P10 there between Find the Pass and Tulu. Tulu could be on course for pole position for the feature race here. So Find the Pass, if you're listening, P10 is right behind you. Yeah, you're right, Hilly. That's right. Because Albo is going. It definitely shoots a notification there. Yep, he's going into the pits there. As now Carsey will start the final lap of this race here. We go as with Plalos and Raza in P2 and P3 respectively. Toby is like 7 lap old soft tyres there. So it was a plan. And Albo, he didn't know. Well, we were talking about it last night, Albo. As, hold on. There was yellows. I think that was for Dorland. I think it was. As, hold on. P8, battle for P8. Now starting up there. As Albo on the freshest of the soft, pretty much 1 lap old soft tyres at the end of this lap. There. Now Raza and Plalos battling out for P2 here as they're going exiting the Sands Avenue. Carsey pretty much starts celebrating there as the round double moves of Plalos and Raza was on court to get himself 2nd sprint race win of the season here as they're going through Cosmopolitan for one last time for the sprint, as Gupta got by Toby for P4. That he would be dropped down to P6 eventually, but it would be. As here goes Carsey, takes the sprint race win. As meanwhile, bound to the line. As Plalos got ahead of Raza here. As Toby entering got P4 at the end with Hayes P5. Good to start from P6 there with Dorland P7. Albo's P8 with Tulu P9 and find the pass. Maybe it was a plan after all. P10. Klimble P11. Watson P12. However, not ideal situation for the Ferrari driver. P13. Walbin P14. JSS P15. Buckle P16. Kev P17. Fat T P18. Moomin P19. And Jeffy rounds out your grid for the sprint. The top 10 will be reversed for the feature. There we have it. No. Right, we get the shenanigans from this one. So Carsey takes home the sprint race win here for this evening with Plalos in P2. Raza in P3, Toby in finishing in P4. So Hayes P5, Gupta P6, Dorling P7 with Albo P8. Well, P3 for Albo, the early correction. Tulu P. Oh yeah, he might be, yeah, because like he cut the pit lane entry, was it? No, Tulu P9 and find the pass rounds out the top 10, and pass will start from pole there. So that's the rest of the grid in case anyone fills up who hosting the grid. No, Tulu finish P9. Albo P8 there. So no, as well, all good there. So it could take a while to get. Could take a while to the grid to sort out their stuff. Let me have a look on the TikTok there. The Tiki-Taki there. Carsey is inevitable. I agree, it's inevitable there. And it's always regular sharing and also stuff like that for WAOF1 on TikTok there. If you want to jump on to Twitch there, you can do so. As everyone is waiting for the feature race, 25 laps around the Las Vegas track, well, Las Vegas Strip here. So as we, before the sprint race started, like, I asked the question, what is your 9 o'clock restart, right? They will, host will, or admins will give you the time to start the race there. So it could be, and also set the grid for this one. So don't ready up too soon there. And also, setups. Don't forget your setups there, folks. If you forgot your setup, that's pretty much you end up in the casino. And lose pretty much all your money. Let me see. This is the only time I get pole in this league. I think you got pole. Have you? I think you got pole from this format before. Pass, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Never in this league. Well, congratulations, you've got pole position. First pole setter for this one. So, brains no speed. Oh god. Anyway, so I'm going to ask a question for both TikTok and Twitch here. What are your superstitious there? Because Haley put up a poll there, and it got a lot of people talking. But what are your superstitions of there? So let's bait the question there. As we wait till the drivers to set up the... Oh, we're getting ready up to the grid there, but not... we're still going on that jet there. Anyway, race time is what, 9:04. There. 4 minutes past 9 there. So what are you superstitious for? We're pulling it. Reverse. So let me see on Carsey. Carsey is a man to beat there. So Carsey will start from P10 and Plowlots P9 and Find the Pass will get pole position. There we go. Hopefully, speaking of that, how many voice cracks are going to do right on TikTok? Like, how many voice cracks do you think are going to get? Going to be a banger. What do you call it? We always said it in WWE. It's like banger after banger after banger. At least 2. Two. Great. Going up to the spear, if I'm not mistaken. Much correct, very nice. Well, if you live in Ireland, there we go. Ryan reckon I got 2 voice cracks. I'm going to have. TikTok's voice crack. God help me. 2 cracks per lap. Why is that laugh? I know I'm going to put up voice cracks compilation after this evening, since I'm returned to comms on Thursdays. There, so if Ryan clips one of the voice crack, that will be added to the compilation. There, that's it. I know you too well. You're going to clip that and onto the compilation. We will love a good crack. Indeed. Indeed. It's going to be a great crack. Oh, speaking of it, crack, are we happy? So, in terms of, like, grid position, I only realised that Gupta's starting from P4. And Carsey's started from P10. And Plalo's P9. So, it's kind of like one of them situations that Carsey to lead by lap 4. Oh god, that was Max Verstappen level. That's good. No, that's fine to pass. Prediction, he going to lead the way by lap 4. I'd not be surprised. I go a lap shorter by lap 3. There. It's like depends on like incidents, stuff like that. Because it's like depending on other stuff in that sense. And which race was it he done very well? It was Miami. It's like the same situation. There, I think he waited till around the pit stop phase there to pretty much set clear. There, as we got the formation lap back, no, up on the way. Tires, tire situation. Oh, mixture between the mediums and the hards there. There for the folks here on the grid. So we go in the reverse grid of the top 10 like F2 style there. Anyone who's joining in from TikTok and Twitch, not my channel here. So final pass, finish P10s on the mediums here with two P9 from the sprint. Started from P2 on the mediums as well. Albo on the hards there. He's going opposite to that one. Dorland on the far down Raza on the mediums there. Pauls and Carsey, both them two in the front runners on the hard tires. He's got them two gone the alternative strat here with Plimbolt on the mediums there. Watson on the hards. Von Halford out of pit. Not a good sprint there for Halford there from the reigning champion. On the mediums, first down as Kev. Fatty and Movement on the hards there. They're going to turn it as well. And Cheffinut at the back of the grid on the mediums there. That's where you're getting set for 25 laps around the Las Vegas Strip. As final pass getting ready to go. Don't misplace your grid slot there. As to I just jinxed it. What timing? Yes, we way up for Jeffy not. Here. I did miss part. Well, you did miss part in the sprint. Right. Here we go. For the feature. Yeah, was on the corner to be fair. Here we go for the sprint. First light, feature, third light, fourth light, and the fifth light. Light side away we go. It's a decent getaway from Find the Pass. It's also the Albo. Also got a decent getaway. Could be free abreast at the end of turn 1 there. Find the Pass leads away from Tulu, currently in P2 at this very moment. Dorland up to P3 already. A good start already. As Gupta going to try to get the position from Albo. Going to turn 5. Down side by side with Albo. And Albo losing all sorts of position here. Going to the MSG Sphere for the very first time. As Toby not quite as hold on, that Rasa going to try round the outside. Now he's switching to the ins, still on the outside. There. As he still holding on. Hayes is losing up to P8 or losing 2 positions altogether. As here go Blalos up the inside of Hayes there. And he's got the job done on that one. Carsey pretty much stay out trouble from the very get-go. As Wobbin, JSS and Cheffinot up couple position. As Fatty going to try side by side with Kev going on the Las Vegas strip. So does Halford and Plimbo there further on ahead. As Halford going, Plimbo go! Plimbo missed time to break in. As Fatty had to put on the brakes there to settle things down. Lap 1 complete. Find the Pass leads away from Tulu, currently in P2, with Dorland in P3 already. So the championship leader currently in P4 out on track here. Can he make up positions here in this track? As Toby going side by side with Albo. And it's a good move from Toby here. As Albo looking to drive fight back. Raza have a look on the outside. Not quite. There. As I think that was Kev got by JSS if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Plimbo? I see movement changes at the back there. As here goes Tulu. Looking around the outside there. Not quite. As Raza got by Albo for P6 there. So Albo losing about 4 positions from the very get-go. And this is the first lap with DRS activated. Dorland is in the third car of this train. There, Carsey got by. As Tulu going up the inside. I'll find the pass. Got the job done on this one. As going through the Cosmopolitan onto Harmon Avenue. Dorland got the run. Going down to the main back, from the back straight onto the main straight. As here goes Dorland. Looking to go for it. Through turn 1. Can he hold it on the inside? Now going to be on the outside. There. Can he hold it? This Gupta looking in behind. And Dorland got through. I'll find the pass. As Gupta, it's Toby going down here on the inside. Can't tell you what. Find the pass in the wall. VSE is out. And Find the Pass is not happy. There. Oh dearie me. It was contact, it was. I think it was Toby and Find the Pass. It was. That is. Toby is looking to try to get them moved on Gupta. Looked like missed time to break in. And the DRS is now enabled once again Hilly's pretty much set it for all of us here in both Twitch and TikTok here. As meanwhile, Tulu lost the lead of the race from Dorlan, as Dorlan takes the lead of the race here. Good to losing the position to Raza here. Raza up to P4 there. He's pretty much leading as he's going to try around the outside, going to the main straight here. There's yellows. We go back to it as soon as possible. JSS, hold on, Toby's right, and he's came together with Plalos here, and Carsey got out of trouble. Another virtual safety car is out. No, the safety car is out. Find the pass. They're going to be. It carnage. It's Vegas. It is Vegas. To say all. Okay. My goodness me. This is good news for Dorlan and Tulu. There, so crash out the back to pass on JS. It was, to be fair, we're too busy down on the front there. It's like fear to miss out, and also Toby crashed and looked like he lost the rear, or what was there contact? Is a big, my good, as the medium runners going, Albo is going into the pits as well. So there's Raza hit the back of Albo. Carsey stays out for from the. So is it the right call for Carsey here? Double stack for the RB team. Not ideal for Raza's situation. Gupta is back out on the hards there. So everyone who's pitted onto the set of hard compound tires, apart from movement, is onto the mediums there. So the top 6 who all stayed out there for this one. Oh, Jagers! Like the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much there. And the hype train is going, folks, on the Twitch. If you want to jump on, and there's a hype train going. My goodness me! Let a lap before you sent to pass fine sent to Narnia. Well, you could say before you was sent to the casino, because we're in the we did see in the first part, to be fair, find the pass, so like, please get in your footage there before so at the moment here, Carsey leading away late. Plalos also stays out. He's going to try his luck to try get by Watson here for P2 there, as he tried to have a stream POV. Also if you have you got the stream POV saved there, pass? If so, that it should be up there, and okay, that's alright. That's all good. So, anyway, we wait up for JSS for this one. So, I do see why people who stayed out there, folks, because like the top 6, they think they're like too soon to go to the pits. The people who go into the pits can go to the end of this race. Depends on the tires here, like how dependent on here. So it's not fair that Toby can't just do shit like this every other week. Yeah, people have crashed it, but it's like, as Marvel voices his frustration in the chat there. And also, Marvel, your first time. Jab! My goodness me, Buckle, you... Let's time the braking, and then it went into the barriers there. My goodness me. Why I scream. Anyway, we got a minute to go for what do you call it, the hype train. Fortunately, the train got to go by, as that will be added to the compilation to Ryan's thing, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look on the... So... Anyway, how can Carsey can do on this restart here, and the hype train is ended, not here. Level 2 50% completed there, so anyway, as I think they find the pilots have left the session. There's the safety cars in this lap. Bert Myler and they're going to have a back into the pits, back into the casino. Hopefully we're not going to see him there, unless if I spoke too soon. Well, with the commentator's curse, anything could happen there. Here we go. Carsey will lead us off to start lap number 8 of this race here, as Fatty is getting a lot close to Plalos, going to turn 1. Is he going? No, he's not quite. Further on down, Tulu and Dorland. Tulu had a look on the inside, and Sabo got to drive right on the outside. He had to pit again because he started on the hards here. So Tulu, as he fights in against Albo, going to drive right on the outside, as Dorland and Bucko, as that's Albo is in the wall there, as oh dearie me, as Dorland got by Bucko, Gupta got by Tulu there. I think Tulu got squarely at the exit of the spear there, as Raza got through of Tulu there. Gupta got through, of Dorland there, as Plalos got ahead of Watson here. On to the Las Vegas Strip we go, as there's another yellow. That is for JSS, who's gone round there, as Plalos is still holding firm. Fatty is looking to get 2 places in front there, as what, or has he? Not quite there. Gupta got through of Kev there, as Raza going to get 2 positions in once here, as Raza not quite. This that is Tulu retires from the race here. Raza is got by Bocco for P7, and Gupta is pretty much net P2 off the race altogether there. So let's see. Can you send as Raza going to try to hold it? Not quite. Yes, I can do. No, there. Let me get. Nope. Hey, he's just joined. Well, as Raza is not quite. We got down to 17 runners here. She just joined back Wilvers there, just in case you're wondering that. As Raza got by Fatty for P6 of the race here. As we have a look. Close battle on track. I think Watson is going close to Plalos here at this very moment. I think Plalos is struggling since the crash before the safety car happened. As I think Watson is going to try to hold it, but the more of this happening is more beneficial to Carsey, who's currently out in the lead by 5 seconds here. Bocco's entered the pits from the mediums here, and he's going on to set hard compound tyres. So Watson have a look on the inside of Plalos, going to this is what you call West Chest, well, seizure form. There's a lock up from Watson, as Dorland going looking for a switch route there, and there's another yellow. Oh, there was contact. I think Gupta is have a look on the inside at the exit of the spear. Raza getting involved there, as Raza got through Sands Avenue there. As too close for comfort there at this very moment, as Watson, pretty much Watson and Plalos doing Carsey pretty much a favour here against the fresh hard runners here. Here go Raza up the inside of Dorland. Dorland was lead hard runner there, as Raza got through of his teammate. Now enjoy the rest of your evening there, Marshall, as Dorland hit the back of, I think that was Raza. It was Raza, so holding firm on that one. Now here goes Gupta, going to have a look on the inside. They're going to the seizure form, as Halver got by of Fatty. But Halver is in a shout for a podium here, going to try run the outside through this MSG spear, as he got the move done for P8 for Halford from the rainy. There was definitely contact between Raza and Gupta. It was, as Dorland is lurking in the background there. So at the moment we have a look on leader gap here between Carsey and the lead hard runner of Raza. nearly 9 seconds is a difference between Carsey and Raza here. Now, this is pretty much as Dorlan got by of Toby. There, as Toby is gaining back ground, as here goes Halford from the reigning champion. Takes P7 of the race here. As Dorlan getting close to Raza here, going to turn 1. Kev has entered the pits from the mediums there. So, at this very moment, Watson is outside the second range of Plalos. Still got the DRS, which is more ideal for his race, because like once the pit stop phase onto the medians for the top 3 here, as we're locking from Raza going to the MSG Spear. It's more ideal situation for Watson's race. Like, try keep up with Plalos as much as he can until the turn. But the problem is, as he's got a weird locking, could lead to open the door for Raza and for Dorlan as well. As Watson got in the DRS, he's derating from what I can see, and here goes Raza, and so does Dorlan. Got through of Watson here. So Watson dropped down to P5 of the race here, as we got another overtake done, as Hayes is getting through of Robin here, as Toby, another driver to have a goal on Watson here through turn 1, and he's got a job done on that one for P5 there. As Halford, oh Jagers, that's weird. It's like a leg spike altogether. It's like either a screen freeze or my side, or as Halford got the job done. That's a good move from Halford for P6 of the race. What a lag. Thank you, Hilly. As this, that's moving, gone round at the MSG Sphere. What a lag. Thanks, Hilly. Probably blame my Irish internet, shall we? As Gupta got 3-second time penalty. Oh, the championship leader. He's got it from before at the end of the Sands Avenue, as Raza got moved on. Can his RB teammate got through of as found that is close. Oh no, he's gone for back on track there. As Halford and Plalos going side by side there, as Watson's entered the pits here, as we going through the main straight, as Halford is going to try to hold it on the inside. He's got the move done for P5 there of the race here, as now Gupta is looking to try to get by of Plalos here. The reigning champion is on the mission here, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't going down without a fight here for Adam Halford here. So he's on a mission here. Starting from P13 of the race, he's up to P5, looking to get more positions here as he try to get by the kick salver of Toby and the two Racing Bull drivers. I think Carsey got down to half of the pit lane lost time here. I think it was 20-second pit lane lost time, if I'm not mistaken, at this far. So A lot of carnage. It is a lot of carnage indeed. It was. Halford is losing a second. Asgupta. Is he going to try to get by Plalos going into the main straight? As he going to try right on the outside into turn 1. Plalos going to try and hold it there. Didn't get me a good camera angle, but he's hold it on the inside there for P6 there on track. But Gupta going to try and fight it ever so slightly. He have a look on the inside, but not quite there. Dorland against Raza. Them two are getting close for comfort for a good couple of times, in fairness, for both Racing Bulls drivers. There, Toby is getting a lot closer to Racing Bulls drivers as well. So maybe that battle is could be here for a while there, folks. So the other question is, when will Carsey go into the pit lane? That's the other question I want to be asked, as Toby's getting a lot closer, as Watson, look, he got by at Sands Avenue, as Dorland got by Raza, and same with Toby for P2 and P3 respectively, as Halford is literally reeling them in from P5 there on track here, folks. So is that safety car benefit, as Gupta got by Plalos for P6 of the race? So well, as there's yells, that's for Buckle at the exit of Cosmopolitan. Oh no, Buckle. To be fair to Buckle, he's improving every week there. Best position last week there of P9 of the season there. And it's this time, oh no. No, Gupta could be entering the fray here. As I think Carsey going to try making most of the medium tires from here to the end of this race here. So that race win for Carsey, and he even closed the gap because he got the race win, and Gupta finishing P6, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. P5. No, wait. P7 actually. As Toby takes P2 off the race here. Raza is getting close here. A little bit. You're right. You're right. Rain. Rain has inbound, folks. So as Toby try to hold firm there, as Dorland and Raza going side by side into turn 3 and 4 there, as Adam Halford not quite at the moment there. Raza is going. This is pretty much in Carsey's range there. Halford's going up the inside. Oh, contact was, and he's in the barrier there. Gupta got through, and Halford, his hard work come undone on this one. Plalos got through off Halford there. Now, when is the right time to pit? Because Carsey got pretty much lead out in the distance. So that's maybe a plan all along there. Let's see, Dorling closing on to Toby, going to the Cosmopolitan at the end of this straight here, as no movements going through there at this very moment here. So Carsey stay out for another lap. Toby is trying to dummy it as think that is Halford going into the pit lane to repair his front ring there. And there's Yellows, that is for Buckle as well. He's going to the wrong way there, unfortunately for Buckle. Oh no, Robin is the first one on the inters here, and so does Halford. Halford is going for inters here, so his races might not be over after all. But is it the right time? He's carry on with his end plate damage there, as he looking to try to get past Jeffy up for P12 of the race here, as he's not close enough here. Raining at night, yes it is. Plus, it's Vegas GP is normally set in November, so rain eventually does happen. So, at the moment, we got Buckle is in the pit lane. He's going on inters as Halford got by of Sheffield up for P12 of the race. As Dorland is getting close to Raza here at the moment here. Hayes got by of Albo for P8 at the moment. Watson got by of Moomin for P10. I'm surprised Moomin then went to the pit lane at the moment there. As, hold on, Toby's entered the pits. He's the first one of the top 5. Entered the pits as Raza and Dorland. Gupta going side by side here. As nothing to separate from them three at the moment. Toby's going inters here. Could be onto something here. As Halford getting a good few positions here. There's a bit of contact between Dorland and I think Gupta is closing on it. 18 viewers, welcome and in. You about to join in the last few closing stages of this Vegas race here. So what can Toby do on this one? He's pretty much started to wheel them in at this very moment. The same with Halford there. Hilly's wrecking his time. I think his time as well. Ryan Reckon feels like we had many races recently in WAOF1. Who's in charge of the weather forecast? Well, you may have to blame the weatherman, as M2 going to be in free abreast here. Dorley got ahead, and same with Gupta. Gupta got side by side into exit of the Cosmopolitan into Harmon's Avenue. As Gupta got ahead, both of them still going battle. Oh, Gupta's entered the pits. But I think he caught the pit lane entry, was it? Plalos entered the pit, so does Plimbo as well. Softs for Plalos. Okay then. Well, we may have a deja vu of last week, I think it was. So there's yellows. That is for Watson. He's letting Gupta go by. And now Gupta is who got a 3-second time penalty for track limits here. He's the only one got a track limit pen there. The top 3 stays out. Can they hold it? The 2 RBs to be pretty much who's going to take priority of the 2 RBs? Who do you reckon? I think Dorland had to take priority for his, no, because he's a lead card of the RBs, and Gupta stay on track. And everyone, as Halford's got close to Watson here, as Carsey's entered the pits. And he's going on inters. And same with Dorland. Raza stays out. Pens in both races. Yes, that's right. Carsey going back out on track in P2 of the race. Dorland had to take priority for the Racing Bulls as the lead car of this one. As Watson got 10. Deary me. Not ideal for Watson's race. Or is it the softs maybe come into play? Because the soft Plalos, it's all the back of that Ferrari here, folks. As he has a look on the inside. There. As he's going for the MSG Sphere. We go. Is the softs the way to go? He's the only one to opt against the inters here who pitted on this stage of the race. And Raza stays out there. And he's tiptoeing his way there as Carsey is closing on in to the race leader here. So as we enter the last 4 laps of this race, it's going to be spicy, and as Raza tiptoeing its way, exiting the Cosmopolitan onto, as I think Raza had to go into the pit. That is pretty much a sensible one, to be fair, as Bocco crashed. VSE is out. Last 4 laps of this race, and Raza pretty much got a perfect timing for his race, and he got the perfect timing at all, because here goes the traffic, and Raza is P4 altogether here, folks. He could pretty much got the cheap pit stop altogether. My goodness me, his podium is still on, and Bocco, unlucky Bocco. Raza is back out on enters here. Plalos. I think that gamble it may not be. Oh! There was contact between Dorland and Halford going to the MSG Spear. I think Dorland, as Halford is gone squarely, as here go Plimbo, got the job done on Plalos. The slicks tires is not the way to go for Plalos here. Opted to gamble for the slicks here, and it's not going too well for. No. We're going to enter the last 3 laps here, so unlucky Bocco, as Ryan said, keep at it there. To be fair to you, you're improving every week there, sir, so keep at it there. Maybe a top 5 position soon. Hopefully I don't jinx up there. As here goes, oh! Tag on the rear of from Halford onto Dorland, and Dorland is trying to hold firm on this one. I think it was DRS disabled, I think it was. No, DRS still enabled in fact. So Plimbo had a look, but it's not quite. As DRS is now disabled. Now Plalos situation has gone bad to worse on that one, as pretty much entering this phase of a race here. Gupta here could be risking of losing his podium. Raza looking for back-to-back podiums here, from as he got the podium here from Sanford. Can he get back-to-back poles since his pretty much two... He got 2 podiums out of the last 3 since he started his league. No, this league. So, it's good stuff indeed from himself. As Plimbo is making a dive up the inside through Cosmopolitan. As Harvard holding on in. Jumped on for Plimbo for P6 of the race. The audacious move from Plimbo. And he hold the car on the inside. A spectacular stuff indeed from the Aston Martin driver. P6 for Plimbo there. So as Gupta is closing on in to Toby here, as Hayes got by of Plalos here. Plalos is tiptoeing his way going through turn 3 and 4 there, as Fatty got by of Plalos here. Oh, it's not a day again for Plalos, unfortunately. Pete, as he's weirdly snapping, they're struggling to get the grip there, as Albo got through off Plalos for P10 here. Now, Gupta is closing on in on Toby here. So, his interface is getting there to Toby. However, I think the 2 lap fresher tyres of Raza could reel that Alpine in there. So, at this very moment, we're about to start the final lap of this race. Another chaotic race altogether. So, at this very moment. So, Carsey leads the way from Toby, who's got a 6.4 seconds lead of Toby, the kick Sauber. Carsey very much dominance. All over again. As Moomin got by Plalos for P11 there. Carsey, dominance resume as they're going through the spear. Pole position from the short quality onto the sprint. He pretty much controlled that sprint from the tee. When the safety car comes out, he opted against going into the pits, and that one proves it was the right way to go for Carsey. As the rain pours down on the last few laps of this race, it returned to the top step of the podium for Carsey 0111 as they're going through the Cosmopolitan for one last time here. And the Northern Irishman making his way down to Harmon Avenue for one last time, and he takes the Las Vegas Grand Prix, takes his 11 race wins of the season here. Toby takes on P2, with Gupta comes on in P3, or Raza takes on the final podium spot here. Gupta P4, with Dorland P5, Plimbo P6, Halford P7, with Hayes going across the line in P8 here. Albo P9 and Fatty rounds out your top 10. This is as moving going across the line. P11, Kev going across the line in P12 with Watson P13 as Watson gone for a spin there. As Robin, last one to cross the line. Wowee. We got everything, folks. We have got everything. Thank you very much, Wilvers. Anyway, Carsey return to dominance here in Vegas. Takes home your race win. With Toby comes home in P2. This is perfect. No, everyone. Raza comes home in P3 with Gupta in P4. Dorl in P5 with Plimbo stars in P6. Halford, so unlucky, P7. Hayes P8. Albel P9 and Fatty rounds out your top 10. Moomin, Kev, Jeffy, Plalos, Robin and Watson finish, and we lost Bucko, JSS, Tulu, and forgot. Yeah. Carsey brilliant tonight. Spot on throughout. Absolutely. Off to against going in the pit lane. And pretty much all its roots. So let me see. I think that is a wrap on my side. Let me have a look at there. Raid someone. Raid a channel there. On. Is doing lappers there. Is Hayes doing 5 lappers there? No worries, Wilvers. We may. Oh, see, he's gone off. Okay. No worries. Yes, he do. Is he's. Alright, that's right. I was curiosity. Is he still streaming for Center raid there? Did you jump? Ah, okay. No worries. Absolutely no worries whatsoever. So, that is it, folks, for this evening. Thank you all who jump on to stream. Much appreciated. There. Much appreciated. If you stream on Twitch, it would be. Okay. Oh well. That's all, folks. Thank you all for jumping on the stream. Much appreciated here. And we're back on Sunday. Back on Sunday. Brian will take you through for WAOF1 here. So until through his channel there. So until then, it is good night and God bless. Take it easy. Peace.